All right, I think we're live. Let me get everything set, refreshed, make sure we're set, make sure you guys can hear me, and make sure you guys can hear him.
Yep, sound test. Let me know if you guys hear us.
Okay, I think we're good so far. LA Henna, what's up? Yes, we are live. Deformity Shot, what's up? Good to see you here every week. And we'll wait until we get some more people in here. And Jeff, what's up? Good to see you. Jeff, yeah, he's Soupies.
Yep.
On Instagram, so you can go look for him. Zombies, what's up? Ken, so I think I also wanted to talk about, I guess, what if anybody has found anything cool lately. Have you found anything good, like Ross finds at least?
I got some Burlington finds. I'll show you. Let's start the show with that one.
Okay, that's what I like to hear and see. Good Burlington finds, because it's been a little dry over here. Haven't really found much. All right, so we'll see when he comes back. All right.
Something interesting, something really cool. I've never seen this before in Burlington. It is, bam, Nike
pink
Blazers Quick Strike ice cream pack or something. Some sprinkles on the insole.
Nice.
So it's got the classic tongue, like kind of like off-white, and quality on this is amazing. I don't know if you guys can see the color right.
Yeah.
Too bright, but yeah. So this is what I got earlier today. It's got that the
cone?
wafer cone, yeah, the cone kind of like. So I thought it was snakeskin at first, and now I'm looking at it, so it actually went with the whole shoe vibe. It's got gum bottom, so it's a cool shoe, cool looking shoe. I paid. That's one of the main reasons why I bought it too. This is something odd. They only price it for $29.99.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's kind of a weird price.
Usually, sneakers like this be like $49 or $39.
Yeah.
So this is something that I got earlier.
How much are they selling for, more or less?
I found some listings for sold for $99. So that's what I'm going for. I'm gonna try to sell this for $99 and then take best offer, maybe up to $80.
Oh, okay. And how many pairs?
Well, I only got one pair.
Oh, okay. You're like, you're pushing it here, buddy. Only one pair.
Yeah, I know. What's this guy talking about? Like, it's dry, and then I was just glad that I found some today. This is just I think it's a very unique shoe. I think this would go with maybe some October Breast Cancer Awareness Month theme or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a premium quick strike too. So, those are usually will fetch for more. And there's only like few listings on eBay right now. Like probably in this size there was only like 5 available.
Okay. And so you found that in the men's section then, right? Not women's?
Nope, men's section. Yeah, I even thought it was women's. I thought it was women's.
Okay. All right, pretty cool. I haven't really seen anything in a good while. Ross, I don't know if you guys have seen him. Like the sportswear section, activewear. There was like these like Columbia, big puffy furry like vests.
I saw that too. And there's some like Mark Echo.
Yeah, I've seen the Echo ones too, like red one and a black one. The Columbia ones, their retail was like $110, and they had it there for $19.99. I saw like 2 different colorways, but when I was looking at completed listings, there was none. Like, yeah, it's not really like the coolest find, and I was like, I mean, there's not really anything like all there, so I left them behind. But I've seen like way more of them lately.
I think that's kind of like hard to do with the transition that we're going through right now, because everybody's just switching to the winter wear, Yeah. So if you look at the sold in the listings, there's not a lot of comps that we're going to be able to see now, because everybody's just starting to buy.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, well, we have to see about a lot of the winter stuff that's going to come in. Let me also take a look at the chat. So Ellie Henna says, why don't I get a second notification that you're actually live? So I don't know what's going on too, because Usually we have like way more watchers, so I don't know, maybe the notification didn't go through or something. So let's just shut this whole thing down. We'll start all over again. Just kidding. So we'll just see who comes in or not. Let me see. Let me go back to the thing. So Ricky says, any advice to start reselling? I'm going to start, but I'm only 15, so I only have $100 and sell on OfferUp. Any advice?
I would highly advise start selling stuff from your house first, and I wouldn't mess a lot with shipping, since you're fairly young, and it might have some stuff to go with PayPal accounts and stuff like that. So I would highly suggest doing local selling, like Craigslist and is that OfferUp or Let Go app, right? Let Go is local, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so local apps, I would highly suggest that, and then I would just do garage selling. I think that would be first thing, and I think that's one thing that you could train yourself from, or that could be it. Or unless your parents will let you borrow your account, that could be possibility as well.
Yeah, and I think well, he's already doing like local stuff. How old do you have to be like to be on eBay? I don't even. You have to be 18 or over, right?
Yeah, because of PayPal stuff. I think you can do 16 because you can get bank accounts when you're 16. You just have to do something with your parents.
Yeah, yeah. You could probably set up like your, parents' account or something, and then at least get some experience on eBay. But with $100, I wouldn't really go all in like on Ross finds or any of that stuff first. I would probably go thrifting mode because I didn't have a lot of money to start, and so since I didn't have a lot of money, I was just like, doing a lot of like just cheap finds, garage sale stuff, swap meet stuff, thrift stores. So it's probably like what I would do if I only have like $100 to like source or do something. Ball is Live. When's the next episode? That will be on Monday. So the next 2 episodes are going to be Monday and then the following Monday. And then we'll have a live show on that Wednesday after that. Let me see. So Travis got a counterfeit claim on FBA for a pair of Vapor Knit gloves I bought at TJ Maxx. The receipts don't show what they are exactly. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, that one's going to be tough for FBA because the stuff that I got a counterfeit claim like 2 years ago on some Jordan 5s that I sold. And all I did was like supply them the receipt from the Nike outlet. So I was fine after that. But on TJ Maxx, I can understand probably like Ross and all that stuff. It doesn't really show. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Like what the actual item is like on the receipt. That's a tough one. Unless they have like the UPC on there, sometimes they'll have it. I mean, something just to kind of show you what can kind of lead back to it, but that's going to be a tough one when it comes to those. And that's why a lot of people also have kind of like stopped with like the Goodwill finds and like the thrifting finds and garage sale finds going in an FBA, because all it takes is like one person to make a claim. And then you're like, well, I don't have a receipt for any of that stuff. Like Goodwill, all that, you won't be able to show that you even sourced, that it's like a legit product. So that's a tough one for FBA. But we are going to be talking about eBay, though, because new sellers have gotten like crazy emails about trademark violations for Ross finds. And I've been getting emails like every single week. So for sure, we're going to talk about that. Let's see. Okay, let me go back on here. We're going to talk about a topic. So before we get into Hustlebee's story, we're going to talk about a little bit about episode 2, what we learned. It was like the second half of day number 1, which it started off like super slow again. Then it got a little bit better. We ended up finding the Ace 17 Plus Pure Controls at Burlington. Remember that one? Ken found them.
Yeah, I saw it on the floor. Like laying on the floor, literally. And the bag was like 5 feet away from the shoe. And I had to track it down. So that was actually our first high-end find. And we were really, really getting down.
Yeah, and that was
popped up. Day one was rough. I mean, you guys saw it. We really didn't find anything crazy. And I mean, it was a long day. I mean, the only thing that I could really tell based on our faces, because that was the first time I saw it, said, man, we look tired.
Yeah, like, I want to deal with these guys. And after the peer control, we ended up finding like mercurial vapors at Marshall's. But what we didn't show though was that we ended up picking up like maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 pairs. But there was one pair that didn't have the right size. Like, what happened when you went to the register? Like, didn't like one lady have one?
Yeah, so
like wrong size.
So she was checking out. They always double check, and he saw that one pair was size 9 and one pair was size 9.5. So that was supposed to be the the good size, because we got a size 11 and a 12 after that. So that size 9.5, we were banking on it, but the other pair was a size 9. So it took us 20 to 30 minutes. Glenn helped the restock guy look for him in each boxes, and we couldn't find it. And well, the good thing is they were really nice, and I was banking on. We left our phone number in case they find the other pair. They were gonna call, but we didn't get any call.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know what happened there, and how and someone, I guess, obviously bought the other, the wrong one or something. Who knows what happened? State's Place, what's up in the house?
What's up, Nicole?
What's up, Steve? And Carla, what's up too? And then, so after that, we found the mercurial vapors. We went to Katy Mills Mall, which Jeff knows Arizona Mills. It was like an exact replica of that same mall in Phoenix, except in Katy, Texas. And at that point, like, I was done. Like, I was
done. I was like, that mall was so big and the stores were on the opposite end. In the park, we had to park so far. I was dragging my feet, literally. And we were all hungry. We were exhausted. And we really didn't find anything amazing, because our expectation was like, man, we're going to fill up the van the first day. We didn't even closely fill up the van that day. We haven't even checked into a hotel yet. My day started at 4 a.m. that day, so it was like 9 p.m. at night. We were trying to hustle before the mall closed, and it taught me a lot of lesson.
That one, like that Burlington though, like they were doing like reconstruction or something, and that Burlington, like the men's shoe section was huge. Like we were like, oh man, I gotta find a bunch of stuff here, and then like we just went through it. It was just like random Jordan cleats once in a while, like just nothing really like spectacular coming out that we were like, okay, cool. And then after that, just kind of like that was like our 8th store or something of the day. So I was like, oh man, I don't know. And then of course, like being sick, like it just started to take its toll. And I was like, well, we got to hit 30 stores for sure. And then sure enough, we finished with 32 stores the full first day.
That night.
The what?
Where did we eat?
We went to, we ended up going to Wingstop, because I was like, hey, you want to go to Wingstop? Yeah.
Was that Wingstop that night?
Yeah. I was like, hey, do you want to go to Wingstop? And then we go, and there was like a Ross right next to it. Remember?
So that made it 32. And that was the first time I had Wingstop.
Oh, there you go. First time.
So the first time I had Wingstop. So
that's hilarious. Oh man, Pingu the Penguin, what's up? Yo, what's up, NYC, Amigo, Jeff? Yeah, ripped it apart though. 30 stores, I know, it was crazy. Shannon, what's up? And Eliana says Wingstop fries are the bomb.
Yep. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. I felt really good after eating that.
Yeah, we don't even plan on going to that Ross, and oh man, yeah, it took its toll, but it gets better. Like the next 2 episodes get better, but man, like that first day, it was like really slow in the beginning. And we talked a little bit about, I think at the very end, we just kind of did our first kind of like recap of like things we found, weird finds, things like that. So it was like the Kaepernick jersey, and we talked about, I think, the mercurial vapors on that one too, right?
papers and finish.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we talked about that. So the next ones are going to be cool, though. You're definitely going to like some of the stuff that we find, which is kind of weird because now thinking about it, some of the stuff that we found in the next 2 episodes, I haven't really seen a lot of people like posting it on Instagram and or people selling them like overall. Like I haven't even seen them in my town either. Like a lot of the stuff that we're going to see later on.
Yep. Yeah, same as me. So, you know, for small, we really realized that, you know, I mean, reading on the previous comments, it's definitely different going to a bigger city with a lot more people, with a lot more stores. So,
Yeah.
you know, so that was a learning experience. So going the next day, I think we had our expectations lowered. I think we were just trying to look to break even.
Yeah, like all right, let's calm down. Like I know we went in all hyped up, so I was like, all right. And yeah, I got better after that though. So all right, so let me go on here. All right, so how Hustlebee got suspended, what happened? The last time we talked, it was like we talked about a whole bunch of stuff, we got a bunch of questions. Next thing I know, like you're posting all this stuff on Instagram of like crazy stuff going on with your account, and I was like, what is going on? Like with Hustlebee out there, and his account. So like, all right, so what happened? I'm gonna ask questions like in between.
Yeah,
so
sure.
You can kind of know. So
yeah,
how does it even start? Like,
so it started September the 12th. So let's go back to your timeline. Let me get a day. It was a Tuesday. All right. So I believe this was the day after I challenged Nicole for the 30K challenge. I was so hyped, like, yeah, we're gonna sell stuff and everything like that. That day, I got that thing. So so what happened is your account is temporarily restricted. So okay, what do I need to do? Right? It sounds easy. It sounds light. So it was because to my other account, my drop shipping account. When I started e-commerce, I started drop shipping early in February. I created my hustle account, my Hustlebee account on February 28th. So pretty much for the full month of February, I was doing drop shipping. So I did a lot of good good money there, and that was the route that I was trying to take. And then I found the whole reselling community, so I fell in love with it. So basically, after months down the road, I basically just neglected it. We were just we're not making much money there. I was making $5 to $10 per item, while I was in my other account I was making $50 per shoe, right? So I lost interest, and dropshipping was hard. So I got that email. So I said, like, okay, let me just upload everything. So because that dropshipping account got restricted, since they're connected and owned by me, my hustle account got suspended too. I mean, restricted, temporarily restricted. So I cannot list, I cannot relist, but I can sell. Okay. So the crazy thing, that day, the Tuesday, I sold $1,000. Remember we talked about it that Wednesday?
Oh, yeah.
So that same day again, Wednesday, I hit $1,000 again. So I was like, man, this is trending up. I need to list, and I can't list. So I submitted all the documents, and what happened is they responded Saturday to ask invoices. So I sent them invoices. They responded Sunday night. Let me see. It was Sunday night, and it says your account is indefinitely suspended. I mean, indefinitely restricted. So that happened, and that's when everything just fell apart, and I started researching, and it was basically like a ban that I cannot sell. I can still buy, I can bid, but I cannot sell. And
Crazy.
That's when my heart dropped. So that's how I got banned.
All right, so now we're gonna go back a little bit and tell part of the story. Before we get into that, Ryan, what's up? Good to Good to see you here in the chat. If anybody wants to listen to the interview, I have the link here. There you go. Interview with Ryan and talk a little bit about my story and reselling. So I'm going to put that in the live chat there. You guys can listen to that. So going back to HustleBee's story though. So when did you even like open this drop shipping account?
So I opened it February, maybe like the first week of February. I opened it.
Was it like your first, like, did you do that one before the other one?
Yeah, I did that before the Hustle account.
Okay. And then, but these people that, that I guess saw the, the people that bought something from you, they ended up getting the item though, right?
Yeah, they did. They got the item. They got everything. What happened is I was late in shipment because my handling time was messed up because I had to wait for the supplier to give me the tracking number and upload it manually, right? So when you sell on eBay, right, it automatically uploads. But when I'm buying the item from Walmart, sending it to you, I have to upload the tracking number that Walmart gives me. So those tracking numbers were just sitting on my email. I just, we just didn't upload it to my. So that was the issue. And then that's what brought my seller status to below average because I had late shipment and I had, non-upload of tracking number.
Okay.
So that's what triggered the account. So basically, eBay saw that this guy is not serious selling.
Yeah.
And it was night and day. My hustle account is 100%, positive, and the other one has mediocre status.
What about did you get any feedbacks for that drop shipping account?
Yeah, I got feedbacks. My feedbacks were bad because because it says item came in late.
Oh.
Because when I was starting, I didn't know how to list. I was just listing bam, bam, bam. And I had priority shipping there. But of course, it wasn't priority because I had to order it.
Yeah.
So it's usually 3 to 5 days. And then I had it there 2 to 3 days. And then my handling time was 1 day. So it was all messed up. Customer was expecting to get the item within, maximum 4 days. And my items were getting in at 7 to 10 days.
That's crazy.
Because I was drop shipping just random stuff. So if it was something big, it had to be UPS ground. So that takes a week.
And what about, like, how many listings did you have on that account?
And I had 1,500 listings there.
What?
Yeah. So I scaled that thing crazy big. So what happened is I used my old eBay account for that. So that's why I had more listing limits there. So,
oh man.
And then I had one VA working for me when I had that. So I really thought that dropshipping was it for me.
Yeah.
I had one VA listing 5 hours a day, just copying listings from Walmart.
Dang. Man, that VA. Man, you gotta be in complete hustle mode and like to be that VA though. Imagine just copying and pasting listings.
Yeah, dude.
5 straight hours.
Yeah, it was that, and and I was listing, my wife was listing, so I really thought I was gonna be that guy sitting in Hawaii with like laying back in the sun, and next thing I know, I'm gonna have Facebook ads. Hey, you wanna be rich? Go enroll to my online course. I really thought that was the path.
You're like, oh, click through my click
free
funnels.
Webinar. Yeah, free webinar.
Oh man.
Yeah, and now it bit me in the ass the end of the day.
Yeah. And Ronnie says, if you had a problem with eBay blocking one account, do they block all account under that IP address?
Yes. So they track you, because I dug deeper. They track you on PayPal, your social ID, the EIN, the IP, the physical address. I don't know. There's a couple points that eBay tracks you. Even if you don't link the account there, it's even though it's not link showing on your end, they see that it's you operating it.
Yeah, I think it has to be also your banking account, address, all that stuff for sure. So Man, that is crazy. You'd probably have to get like a brand new router and like some type of
Yeah,
like IP blocker or
you
something.
basically have to change a new. You have to get basically you could get a new because that's what everybody was telling me. Ken, this is done. This is what you need to do. Get a new internet provider. Get a new laptop. Get everything new, and then get a new LLC or a business license because I cannot use my social. And even if it was my wife's name, they said eventually it's gonna catch on. So basically, it was a mess. So basically, it was so hard and so hard for me to get back. But for me, I was just persistent with just that kind of positive attitude. Said I'm not gonna give up right away.
Yeah.
And that Monday, it was a mixture of people messaging me. You called me. I said, somebody, you called me. A couple people called me. Shout out to 10K on the Bay. Really helped me out, and kind of like he acted on it right away. And a couple people in the Jeff reached out to me, shared his story and stuff like that. A couple of people shared their story. So those were the guys, I call this the encouragers, and the other ones were just you're done. I've got so many messages like, I'm sorry to tell you that you're done. You're banned forever. You can't sell on eBay anymore. Just move on to Poshmark and Craigslist. So basically, there were just messages like, you're done. Go ahead, kick rocks.
Go ahead and delete your Instagram while you're at it. Just
yeah, right. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, hustle be what? A hustle be an Uber driver or something like that. I was ready to drive Uber that day. I was like, if I really get banned, I'm gonna drive Uber, make money there.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we're gonna go back. So we're gonna back into the story. Live chat. Texas Gal Treasures. Margaret, what's up? Good to see you. And let's see. What does it say? Raccoon says 3 Oakland Raiders salute to service. What, jerseys or hats? Let me know. Now I'm interested. Jerseys or hats? And then Ronnie said that when he got kicked off of Amazon, they kicked his wife off the very next week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they don't mess around. I think eBay and Amazon for both, like especially with the IP stuff or address, like it's kind of weird how I don't know, they're just right there for to take you off.
Yeah. And I think with the Q4 coming in, I think they're cleaning up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then and 10K brought up a good point. 10K said it wasn't even a what do you call that? A review week. How everybody gets rated. It wasn't even it was the 12th.
Yeah.
Nothing happening there. It's either somebody reported that account because it was it had late shipment and stuff like that, or it caught on. So
yeah. So then, so everyone was telling you mixed things. I remember when I called you, I was like, just keep trying. But right. I thought that maybe they would bring you on, like later on, maybe like in 30 days or something. Mm-hmm. That like maybe 30 days, and then they would give you like a limit or something. Like I figured like eventually you'll get back on. I just didn't know like when.
Yeah.
But it ended up being like way sooner, which is good. But
yeah, the crazy part is indefinitely restricted is banned basically because there's no timeline to it. People got suspended temporarily, so I didn't get. I felt that it was such a harsh punishment to get that kind of judgment right away. I was pleading that, dude, just suspend me first, because usually this happens for counterfeits, for copyright photo issues and stuff like that. You get suspended 7 days, up to 30 days. And mine was just, I was talking to reps all day. To all customer service. They said there's nothing they can do. The appeal has been done and the appeal has been denied, and this is the final decision.
And everybody else in the live chat is asking, at least the people that just came in, because we have had like triple the people that were on here. They were saying like, why was he banned? So to go back real quick, so Ken created 2 accounts. The first one was a drop ship account where he had him, his wife, and VAs kind of like listing items from Walmart. And I guess technically you can do it from Amazon too, but listing from Walmart. And then once someone buys it, you know, he can just drop ship it from Walmart and provide them with the tracking numbers. He didn't provide the tracking numbers. They still got the items, but they got them late. And he just totally just kind of like left that account, just kind of stay there, didn't really mess with it anymore. Created another account, his Hustle account, which now that's the one that has all of his Ross listings and Burlington listings. He's doing really, really good. But then he got an email from eBay saying like, you know, he's suspended because of the other account and what was going on with that one on late shipments and not having tracking numbers. So they were going to suspend both of his accounts because of that one drop shipping account.
Yep. So that's what happened. So, oh, Carlos is in the house. What is up?
Carlos, what's up?
So that happened. So what I did, like Glenn told me, just be, you know, persistent, don't give up. So that day I was on the phone. It was either I was on the phone or laying down in bed, depressed.
in the fetal position, just cuddled.
Yeah, I was just doing this. I would literally take a nap. I would think about this, and then I would get tired and fall asleep. And as soon as I wake up, I can't give up. I start calling, and as soon as I get another no, I'd fall asleep. And as soon as I start calling again, you know, and I did that. The beauty of this is, now that I'm looking back at it, their customer, it's called the Trust and Security Department. So it was legit. This was actually based in the Philippines. So I could speak the language, and, you know, I was building rapport with the agent. Because at first, I was just straightforward. They wouldn't let me talk to a supervisor because, you know, it's a dead end thing. He said, like 2 or 3 reps told me, like, sir, I can let you talk to my supervisor, but they're gonna read the same thing to you, like literally read. You know, I was like, okay. So, and then I took on a different approach. I became more friendly. I became more, you know, kind of like nice, trying to like lighten up the mood, because, you know, I put myself in their situation. Like, how many, you know, guys or customers that are calling eBay that are rude, right? So they're probably thinking like, this guy's complaining about his account again, for the 5th time today, you know? So I was trying to talk it light. So I got to talk to one supervisor, shut me down, called again, got a different supervisor, and basically explained myself. Like I said, you know, like, I hope like, this is what's happening right now. I basically, you know, missed the 5 tracking numbers and got suspended and got my main stream of income taken away from me. I said, if that happened to you, if you accidentally hang up on me and your boss fired you, what would you feel? Dude, I threw that on them, and they said, and they was like, oh, I understand, and then they started feeling for me. So in the end, so I emailed, you know, customer service. Jeff suggested to me to chat eBay for business. I did that. You know, took them forever to respond, but, you know, they were at least trying to be helpful. But what happened is I sent 2 or 3 emails and spoke to 5 supervisors, which 3 of them actually told me, I'm gonna try to appeal for you and get my other supervisors with me, because, you know, what happened was it was a done deal. So that happened. So so those were just the things that I did that day, and it was just not giving up, really talking to people.
Let's go back and just kind of tell everybody. So eBay is Ken's full-time income. So him and his wife both do eBay full-time. Yeah. So in this case, like, getting that banned, you're pretty much like, all right, what do I got to do now? Yeah. So like, what happened? Like, so when you and your wife talked about it.
Yeah. So as soon as that, I created a plan of action right away. So I'm going to call, you know, I'm going to be, I told my wife, I'll take care of this. And I said, you worry about cross posting. So she was posting everything, all running shoes, all more like the lifestyle. We didn't list the cleats yet. We were just doing the lifestyle shoes, the running shoes, Converse, Vans to Poshmark, because Poshmark was our other landing spot. So
Yeah.
that was my other thing already. And then I still had like 21 days before all my listings ended. I was gonna, because I can still sell. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna run like a 20% off or 10% off this week, and next week 20% off, just to get rid of my inventory of all the cleats that I think that wouldn't sell on Poshmark. So that was the main plan. And for me, I said I'm just gonna keep calling and calling and calling and calling. So that was the game plan. And I said, worst case scenario, I'll drive Uber again. I've hustled again. And that's the beauty with eBay. I said, everybody says like, oh, you got all your eggs in one basket. Said, so for some people you could look at it that way, yes, but for me, that's the only way I know, right? It's not like, it's when you have a job, you don't work 3 jobs just in case you get fired on one.
Yeah.
So you have one full-time job, right? Nobody has 2 full-time jobs. They only have one, right?
Yeah.
So when people get too touchy when it comes to security, when it comes to business, but do you really have security on one full-time job? That company could go down tomorrow. So for
Yeah.
me, the worst case scenario, my backup plan was get a job.
Yeah.
That was me. I was like, man, I can work at a Burlington or I could work at a Nike outlet. I said, that's not too bad. I'm still gonna be dealing with shoes.
Oh man, that's funny. And the live chat, just another seller.
Yeah, that's our seller. Yes.
Yes, very nice. Good to see you. And Frankie, Ross Finds of the Week, that'll be on Friday. And Hearts Pickers. So Ronnie is also full time on eBay. So that's when he's saying he'll lose his mind if he lost his account. So like this is like a huge deal to like lose your account, not really know like what's gonna happen. I mean, that's the ultimate worst thing, right? Is that, I mean, the worst case scenario, you get a job and you work somewhere. And then you'll probably figure something out again on how to like resell. Poshmark was also your I guess other like backup plan too. So you got those on there. And how was Poshmark though? Was that kind of cool or kind of weird?
It's cool. You can actually list quicker. So that day, with being so stressed, I think we were able to put up 60 to 70 items there.
And did you sell anything?
I haven't sold anything yet. I have to do all the following and sharing. But their platform is amazing. It's so easy to list. It's fast. There's not a lot of specifics. And what I like is they have a flat rate shipping, and customers pay it. And when you sell something, they actually send you a label. So for shoes, it's cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Because it's everything under 5 pounds, Glenn.
That's crazy. And I think, but then they said that like you have to ship it out like super neat, where like things have to be nice and like wrapped or something.
That's extra on the seller because they want return customers. Because it's like Instagram, right? You have followers, you share their closet. So that's why people do that extent. They want to give you the best experience they could give you because of that factor that, Ken's closet is amazing. And, it was like because Poshmark is more of an experience based. It's not transactional. You see the seller, a lot of times the seller models the outfits and stuff like that. So that's how the thing. But and here's the thing, Poshmark is trending up. Is the third platform. I mean, is the other biggest platform that's trending up.
Is it bigger than Etsy now or no?
Yeah, I believe so. Within the clothing and shoes thing.
Okay, I have to look that up and see what's going on with Etsy, because I've sold on Etsy. It's pretty cool, but I mean, it's totally a different thing. What do you mean? It says, what do you mean following and sharing?
So it's basically like Instagram. You gotta follow people. So if you follow a lot more people, chances are they're gonna follow you, right?
Yeah.
So when they follow you, they get to see your post, your listings. So when you upload something, there's a feed which is kind of like your timeline or your Instagram, and people will see that. So that's why there's a lot of following going on, because it's basically like a social media slash selling platform. That's the one that I like. It's a more personal level of transaction.
I think that'd be kind of like difficult though. I think for the things that we do, because like if you find items that you know that people know it's from Marshalls, and you'd be like, dude, that was like a $20 cleat. Now you're selling it for like $90 because you follow me, you know who I am, you know what I do.
Yeah.
Like I think it might be a little more difficult on that point. Yeah, I think it's kind of like
it's a more personal level. That's why those things could happen. So yeah, that's one thing. That's why I really didn't sell high end cleats. I was just selling like SBs, Vans, Converse, more of like your daily sneakers.
Yeah, and I think that's why some people ask me like, well, how come your eBay name or store name isn't Hustler Hacks? And I was like, that's like, as soon as they see Hustler Hacks and they like type that in, even if they did like a Google search and this channel comes up, and they'll be like, yeah, that's like, we're done from after that. They're gonna be like, what? Like, this dude's finding that's the exact same shoe I just saw. He's selling it for $120. He got them for $20. And they just start, sending me random stuff. So yeah, I have a different name. Plus I started selling on eBay before I started the channel. So I just kept the same name. So we don't have Hustler Hacks tracked back to it, but it was kind of funny. Fabian, what's up? And DJ says, I list on Poshmark and I forget till something sells.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking with Poshmark, because I'm just waiting for that person to. I'm not trying to sell something based on followers. I'm just trying to sell something that somebody's looking for, because it still has a search bar. It's still like eBay, right? If they look for it, they buy. But the feed is basically more of like, oh, that's a cool shoe, I want to buy that, right? They don't even care who it is. But that's what I was gonna say. But the beauty of the thing with what I saw with Poshmark, it's not that old of a platform yet. So you could be the pioneer there, right? I could be the sneaker guy of Poshmark. Right? So that's what I was imagining. But yeah, enough with the Poshmark.
Enough of the Poshmark stuff. We're done with that. That's kind of funny. And let me see. Oh man, let me go back. Well, last thing about Poshmark. So how is like someone like Posh Hanger doing on there? Like,
I don't know. I haven't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they. I haven't even found their store. So.
I figured she'd have like a crap load of followers or something.
I think so too, but dude, you gotta think this was just within 24 hours after everything happened. I didn't.
You're like, I'm not in the right state of mind.
Right, I wasn't in the right state of mind. Right, I didn't even reach out to Posh people because I was. So my plan was like, man, if everything just falls down, at least we have all these listings in Poshmark, and I'm gonna beg Instagram like, please follow me, please share me. That's what I was gonna
do. Carlos says the Posh Bee. Oh man, that's hilarious. Let me go back. Let me see. So DJ says, look out for the Huff and Thrasher collab. So that I've been looking for. I have not found it. It's like a jacket. It actually looks pretty sick though. Like if you do see it, I don't know how much it's selling for online, but even if you wanted it for personal collection, it's actually pretty cool if you do see it, but I haven't seen it yet. Fabian, what are you guys picking up from Ray Dunn? I've been running into it a lot.
I've picked up a couple. You just have to look for comps. eBay supply is like up and down, up and down. So for me, I'm just patient. And at the end of the day, it's like everything else. Just, it doesn't matter if it's Nike or not. If you bought it too high, you're not gonna make money on it. So basically it's just research. Yeah, I know Ray Dunn sells. It's an amazing brand. But it doesn't mean anything because just because it's a good brand, because we're here to make money, not to sell nice brands.
Yeah, and I know I mean, if you look at like a lot of the completed listings, you're gonna notice a lot of Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Ray Dunn stuff sells really, really good because it's part of like the season. So it's a little bit harder to find too. I've just seen like basic stuff like the dog bowls, which like
No,
don't
those
sell
are
that
basic.
good at all. So yeah, you got to look out for a lot of the seasonal stuff. I guarantee you would make like a bunch of money doing the Ray Dunn stuff, but only for certain seasons. So look out for that if you can, especially Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
Exactly.
Miss Avapino, what's up? Good to see you in here.
Yep.
Juan, what's up?
Hey,
And someone asked, well, go ahead.
Someone asked, what's your net worth? We're not that rich yet that we measure ourselves. I think you gotta be a millionaire first, right? Before you can measure yourself.
Yeah, what's your net worth? That's a good question.
Well, yeah, my net worth will be the total amount of listings in my eBay.
Whatever is live right now. And someone else, have you tried Mercari?
I haven't. Yeah, and I don't want to try it. That means I'm gonna get banned again.
That's funny. Kayla's here. What's up, Kayla? Yeah, Mercari. I signed up. I think I signed up like, man, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and then I just like never did anything with it. So I was like, and I heard like people talk like, I guess, good and bad things about it, that it was like way easier, but at the same time they were getting like even more lowballers than they ever did on eBay through Mercari. So I kind of figured, but yeah, I've never sold on there.
IRS listening. Yeah, okay, Tago.
IRS.
Yeah, I didn't even mention it. I just type it there. That's my net worth, Glenn.
Juan says, how many pairs of cleats do you have?
Me? Oh, maybe guesstimate would be 650.
Oh man, 650.
Oh man, $150 offer for an Airlock jacket. The one that I got for 24 bucks.
There you go. Look at this guy hustling while he's on the live show.
Guys, the show has to pause for a moment.
That's funny. Let's see. We need to be like Paul Cantu and just start your own website. Yes, that's very true. Start your own site. Start selling on there. When you have like a huge following, then you could just have like people just come straight to you and buy stuff. Yes, very good point. Let's see. Kayla, nice. Moving to the land of cable internet in a couple of weeks. That's good to hear. 650. Yeah, it's crazy. Where do you stock up all your items? So he's in the room where a bunch of items already are, and they're actually like all over the house.
Yeah, I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment, a little over 1,000 square feet. So everything's within this, and that's why I have all this, because this was actually a part of this was my sourcing trip in Houston. You guys will probably see some of them. So I just stacked them back here.
Nice. And then Brad says those YouTube ads from Mercari are annoying.
No.
They're freaking annoying. And not only that, it's that one or what's the dude's name? You know his name.
Overload.
No. I just said his name earlier. Ty Lopez, yeah. It's always Ty Lopez or the Mercari ads over and over again. And it's from my channel. I apologize. Let me see. Let me go back up. Sorry, I make a video with Paul Cantu. I know. I gotta. I don't even know where he's at now. I might be somewhere. I know he's somewhere I think back in Texas, because I think he moved and he went back. But he seems like a really, really cool dude. So yeah, it would be cool to meet him. I know in H-Town, we didn't tell anybody we were going because it was part of the show. We wanted to like get there, record, and do all of that. But we have thought like we want to get everybody's
oh yeah, let's do this
response on stuff. Yeah, go ahead. What did you want to say?
No, our idea. Go ahead.
Oh, we have like a crap load of ideas. I don't even remember.
The meetup.
Yeah, that we want to do like a meetup tour.
maybe a surprise. Yeah, we could do a meetup tour in a different cities, and I don't know, maybe here's the idea, guys. It's either gonna be a whole lot of people or a more exclusive meetup. So that's what we're trying to think. Hopefully, in 2008, we're gonna be able to do at least 2 cities a month.
Yeah.
2018 next year.
You're like 2008. We're gonna go back in time. We're gonna get in the DeLorean and we're gonna go back, man.
Yes. Where are Air Mags?
Yeah, I think let me see. Okay, so Amazon seller 99. So how did the B end up getting his account back? And did they limit his sales? So he ended up getting his account back because he kept on calling them and bothering them and telling him his story of what happened. And you know, they're trained workers. They're not robots, so they do have feelings. Yep. So they did feel for him, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, they felt bad. They started thinking about it, like, oh, that's cool. And you know, we want to get your account back. And then so eventually they brought it back, but with no limits, right?
No. So here's what happened. I was in a phone again with another supervisor, and then I saw a Utah number, which is where eBay's from, calling me. And this is a number that's different. It was a 1-800. Usually eBay's 1888, and it was some like simple number like 400-1000. So it's like, this gotta be something or somebody, right? And this guy was so chill. He was like, "May I speak to Ken?" That's how he addressed me, man. So cool. Like, yes. This is Corey from eBay. I'd like to speak with you with your account about your account. I said, yeah. Well, thank you for calling me, sir. I was on a roll to explain my side, blah, blah, blah. I was ready, right? Because, like, you know, like, finally somebody, right? Somebody probably felt me. Somebody is trying to help me now. And he was like, I said, well, let me hold you. Let me stop you for a minute. Let me interrupt you. Said, you don't have to explain anything. I already reviewed your account. And I was like, and I was afraid that he was like, I already reviewed your account. You're done. Get out of here. Stop calling. So he actually said, I'm already reviewing your account. And he said, I'm fixing it. He said it twice or 3 times. And I was like, I couldn't talk. I was like, and he said, like, and then it was like long silence. And he's like, I see that you have 2 accounts. The other one's dropshipping account. And it seems like some of the items that you're selling, you're barely making money. Some of them you had to cancel because you're losing money. That's what he said. So this guy knew my account and said, you know, and then this is below standard. And your other account is going to be top rated this month. You made amazing sales, great numbers. He was like, and I was just listening, like, and I wasn't even thinking what was going to happen. I was thinking, like, who is this guy? And next thing I know, I was like, so I was really stupid. It's like, sir, what's your name? That's all I could say. It's like, what's your name? He said, like, Corey, from eBay. I said, okay. And he said, well, within the next, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna get your account back. He said, don't ever use that account anymore. You're not making money. Focus on this. Make more money on this account. And he said, usually we'll put limits and everything like that, but seems like you're doing really good. I'm gonna reinstate everything. It's just like nothing happened. You can start selling with the next 10 minutes. I mean, you can start listing with the next 10 minutes. He said, I will send you an email, and if you direct reply to that email, that goes to me. And he said, like, if you need anything, email me through there. You're not going to be able to reach me through this phone number. And he said, do you have any questions? I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. I was just like thanking him over and over again. No. You deserve this. It's not like you didn't scam anybody. Like, it seems like this was just an honest mistake. You know, you were trying both business model out, and drop shipping didn't work for you, and for some other people it worked for them. So it just didn't work for you. So that guy, and the crazy thing, somebody says the email says customer help. It wasn't even anything special. So it doesn't even have his name. It was like, thanks, eBay. It looked like a general email. So I don't know if it has, they put something in there that they can track it when they respond. I haven't even tried, but you know, so that was it. It happened within like 10, 15 minutes. Next thing I know, I called you, I called Carlos, I messaged Chris and everything, and then I had to make that video. I went live and everything. So it was a roller coaster. And this happened within 24 hours. Not even 24 hours.
Well, this guy sounds like he was like super cool. Like I don't even know like how that even happened. This sounded like, hey, is Ken there? Hey, you want your account back, bro?
He didn't even, you know how people tell you, like, I just want to let you know this, because I work in a call center. They have to tell you that this call is recorded. You know, this call is recorded for quality purposes, and they usually tell you, like, can I verify your name and what's your address? Every call I had to say my address over and over again. Every call I had to, you know, some people had to send me a code through text. They have to prove it that it was my number. They have to ask security questions and stuff like that. And this guy didn't even say anything like that. He was like, "Hey, I'm here," like, you know, like a superhero.
Well, like, so they didn't even do the quality assurance recording thing? No. This dude probably just called from his phone or something. Like, hey, what's up, Ken? I'm just trying to do a big favor here.
Right. Like, I need you back in eBay. Our sales are slowing.
I need your account back, bro.
I saw that you're almost up to $2,000 on fees every month. I like for you to keep that growing.
Yeah, we need more fees up in here. That's crazy. So now everybody in the live chat, if you have any problems with your eBay account, ask for Corey.
Ask for Corey.
Yeah. Carlos is gonna make an Instagram called Corey from eBay.
Who knows? He probably follows me on eBay. I mean, on Instagram. He probably follows me on Instagram. Like, oh, this dude looks so sad.
Oh man, well, that's crazy. Corey came out of nowhere. Yeah, like Carlos said, not all heroes wear capes. So Corey came through, and you should have been like, hey Corey, like what's your like PayPal email so I can like send you like $20 or something.
I know. I mean, I couldn't even, like, I tried to get his position, at least his position, because like, so the crazy thing is 2 or 3 supervisors called me today and yesterday and telling me that my account was reinstated. So I don't know if they had something to do with it, but I asked them, like, who was that guy that did this to my account? Said, we don't know his name, but we just see a reference number here, and that was just it.
Yeah. People in the chat are making me laugh. They're like, $20.
Well, like 1,000.
Yeah, that's been hilarious. Oh man. Corey's the man. That'd be kind of funny though if like you called back and you're like, can I talk to Corey? And they're like, we have nobody here that's the name Corey. You'd be like, oh, what? Like, what is going on? Like, that would have been like a totally different story, different show. I don't know what would have happened.
Should we try it? Should we try it live?
Yeah, we can try that. Chris Smith, did you hit up Kmart's in El Paso? I did. I didn't find much. By the time I went, though, like a lot of the Lego stuff was already like, I mean, it was there, but it was already like it was still super overpriced. I was like, oh man, this sucks. Nothing for like FBA. I also went to look for like the Supreme shirts, nothing. So yeah, I went, didn't really find anything good, the Kmart's.
All right, so let's go back to our idea. I think a lot of people said, come to Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the chat.
Baltimore, or are you selling over here?
Yeah.
Baltimore. We saw Chicago in there. Yeah, let us know where to go. Robert, let me see. If I buy a laptop, especially for eBay, will I be able to declare it as business purposes for eBay? As a
Yes, you
tax
can.
deduction.
As long as you work with your accountant, that would be a business expense.
Yeah, so do that. You can buy it and it's a work expense or business expense. So yes, you can do that. Same thing with like Amazon merch. So like I bought a computer for the you know, for the artwork and doing stuff for like Illustrator and all that. So you can claim that stuff for your business. Let me see. Mike Jones, come to Denver. I'm gonna be in Denver in 2 weeks. So Mike, let me know. Email me.
Just another seller said Chicago.
Oh yeah, Chicago.
That pizza, we love that pizza over there.
Jeff, Phoenix, DC.
Oh, nice area.
Orlando.
Orlando? Yeah, we should go to Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando would be pretty cool. Let's see, DJ, Toys R Us is filing bankruptcy. Not sure what chapter. I know I saw that. So I actually worked at Toys R Us in my young college days. And I mean, it was cool. It was cool working there. But it was just like bombarded by people that wanted like nonstop random like toys of certain things. And a lot of resellers would come in. And like during that time, I was like totally against resellers because these dudes are just yeah, they were just like always in the store, like, hey man, can you open up this box of like WWE whatever? Because there's like, you know, rare figures or like the McFarlane figures. Like people used to sell those a lot.
Oh, dude, those are crazy, like cool back in the day.
Yeah, and then they ended up just making like too many of them to where people just kind of like lost interest. Yeah, so they would just like keep on like, hey, what about this one and variants and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, come on. They just kept on bothering me. Let me go back. LA. I know we talked about LA. That would be tough. But if it was for a meetup thing, it'd make more sense. But if it was for like hustling, that would be super tough. Bobby, do you guys track gas money for business expenses? So yeah, gas. You can also throw that in there when you talk to your accountant. Keep track, especially if you're driving kind of far, going to different cities.
Miles too. You can track your miles as well.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm
there.
So always keep it in one card, one credit card or one. So I use my business PayPal. So that's how I'm able to do all of this stuff.
Yeah. Philly. Also, Philly in the house. Yeah, Philly would be pretty cool. So I got some pretty good ideas in there. We're gonna have to see where we go next, but I wouldn't mind doing like some type of like meetup for people. So we're gonna work on that and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, me and Glenn were talking about getting some branding deals.
Some branding deals, yeah.
Yeah. So if we could, if we could land branding deals with an airline company, we're flying to all how many states? 50 states.
Yeah, go to all 50 states.
Yeah, twice. Go to all 50 states twice next year.
Go sourcing. It would be some. It's kind of funny because like some of these states don't even have like like Ross or any of that stuff.
Right. So we kind of funny. Sure we can find something that we can hustle.
Yeah, we can get a big van, sponsored by Ross on the side.
But we can go to Burlington.
Yeah, Mr. Avipino, more like a Greyhound. Yes, more like Greyhound. This would be hilarious. So the main thing. Oh, go ahead.
Cross country sourcing.
Yeah, there you go. So, all right, the thing I wanted to talk about, we talked about the story, we talked about episode 2. We have to talk about, I've been getting emails every single week, pretty much on like new sellers. They're getting emails or they're getting suspended or they're getting like counterfeit claims. So in that case, like that's what I really wanted to talk about, especially with Ken and people that are in the live chat. Maybe they've already had this kind of problem. And what's going on with that. So I think Fabian, I think he's up in the live chat. I talked to him earlier because he also got one of these emails. And man, they've gone back at least like the last 4 to 6 months. I've been getting these emails every day from different subscribers. So most of the time, the people that do email me is from like brand new eBay sellers. They have less than like 25 feedbacks. They're still very, very new. They start posting up Ross finds, and they're getting these emails on counterfeit claims. So this email looks like something like this. It'll say, your listing has been removed, trademark violation, unauthorized item. And it'll tell you, here's a listing or listings that have been removed. So it looks something like this. I could put it in the chat.
Actually, I got one of those before because I used the word Gucci, and it was the Jordan 1 Gucci. You know that shoe. It was the red with some green accent, and they actually took down my listings because of that word. So it could be that. But I haven't had any counterfeit issues.
So you're probably going to get, like, if you've been selling on eBay, you're probably going to get two. I mean, there's two totally different things. The first one is like people that put in things like, or words like onesie, or what are some of the other words that are trademarked? Like, they actually have trademarks that you can't even use those words in a listing. If you didn't know about onesie, if for some reason you're going to Goodwill, you wanted to sell something like that, you know about it now, but they will take your listing off because of that word and some other trademarked words that you probably did not even know about. So if you want to look that up, I think they do have a listing. I don't know if it's on eBay or someone put it in one of the forums. If you Google search, you can probably find the complete list. But that's like a totally different thing. There you go. Mike Jones says Velcro. Yeah, Velcro is another one. So now if you look on the other side, we're talking about just about Ross finds and this like that. So at least what I've kind of experienced, at least everybody that's emailed me that has the same story, this is the thing I've kind of found out. Everybody that's emailed me, they've had less than 25 feedback. They're all selling shoes that are brand new without the box, like the way we're doing it. And they're all getting trademark claims for like Kobe's, whether it's Kobe 10 or 11, or high-end cleats like these Mercurial Vapors. It's like a in between like those two, like something high-end, you're more than likely going to get more money for. Those are the listings that I'm getting, or emails from people that they're getting them taken down. So why are they getting them taken down? Personally, I believe some people had like weird, you know, like, I guess reasons or think why it might be taken down. You know what I mean? Speculations. You know, they're Alex Jones out here trying to come up with like different things on why it could be taken down. So someone said that they might have been taken down because they think someone reported it. They think maybe Nike doesn't want people selling certain things. Maybe Nike took it down. Some people think it's because of the feedback thing. And some people think it's competition trying to take them out, so they reported it. So personally, what I think, out of all these claims, that you have less than 25 feedback, you're still kind of a brand new seller, you're putting on shoes brand new without the box, so that somewhat gives some people to kind of think about, okay, well, what is this? And at the same time, you know, you're brand new, so people like eBay's kind of like, you haven't earned it yet. Yeah, you haven't really earned positive feedback. Are you somebody that just jumped on eBay right away and tried to sell high-end shoes? Right. And you're ripping people off. Either you're not gonna eventually sell, you know, send them, or maybe they're just counterfeit. Period. They're fakes. And this is one of the things that, like, I really wanted to talk to Ken about too, because eBay and Amazon, they've been trying to fight this for like the longest time, and it's not just eBay. It's just counterfeit. Period. Counterfeit items, fake. Like Mr. Affipino says, Yeezys, Jordans. I mean, there's fakes of like everything now, but right. Amazon is like out of control with some of these fakes. I'm surprised that they're even still on there. eBay, also a lot of fakes, and they're trying to crack down on it, but I don't really think they're going about it the right way. I really think that they need like specialists that know what they're doing, what they're talking about.
They need a sneakerhead, basically. You know, like they need somebody that does somebody like us that is in the ground, that sees what's going on, because I think they're categorizing on how they have like certain criterias and certain box to check on how they crack down people. So one of the things that I was gonna bring up too is especially new sellers, and you guys are not taking photos correctly on your for example, like a high-end cleats, right? and it's gonna show a different shade of blue in the photo, that could be somebody saying like reporting your listings like it's a fake. Somebody sent me a black Flyknit razor, which is black, but since he had yellow lighting pointed at it, it looked purple. So somebody actually messaged him, I thought this is black, your photo looks purple. So, and then somebody, basically that person said, this is fake. So that could factor into it. And if that happens, maybe the word fake triggers something on eBay's messaging or anything like that. eBay, you would fall into the suspicious or something like malicious listing. So you could fall into that, and without the experience and without the feedback, those things could happen. I mean, I think 100% agree with Glenn's theory. Everybody's saying a conspiracy theory, but like brand new seller going to high end, everything ready. I didn't sell anything high end until my second or third month. So I was selling like low end stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to build my feedback, build my reviews, figure out eBay at the end of the day too. Like the worst thing that could happen to you as a new seller is mess up a high end cleat order.
Yeah.
Because somebody's gonna get mad. Somebody's not gonna, get you away with a $200 purchase or $150 purchase. They're gonna fight you, and then you're gonna lose because you don't have any credibility built yet in eBay.
Yeah, I think they're almost like going straight for the people that have like low feedback. Like they're almost like reviewing those accounts first to make sure those are even like going through or not, because you are selling high-end stuff. That's exactly what they don't want, is people getting counterfeit items. And talking about photos, like you talked about, if the color doesn't look right, another thing that would have been, super flagged easily is if like you're a new seller and you're using stock photos. Like you're using stock photos for Kobe's, stock photos for cleats. Like that's a dead giveaway. They're probably going to look into your account too on seeing what's going on. This guy
doesn't have the item.
Or you're selling a fake because it looks like it, but it's not the actual thing. So they're trying to crack down on it. So what can you do next? My advice is that I would focus on smaller items to get that feedback built up. And I wouldn't go back into Ross shoes, Burlington shoes, all of that stuff yet until you have it built up, and meanwhile sell like thrifted items, garage sale items. Even if you want to sell low end stuff from Ross, you can still do that. Like, Nike t-shirts or
gloves, hats,
stuff like that. Stuff that's not like a lot of money, but you can still make a quick. You're not going to make a whole lot of money from that stuff anyway, most of the time. But at least you're building up the feedback and gaining trust. So I know it kind of sucks to like you have to get away from the Ross finds when it comes to the shoes. But if you're finding a good deal, hey, still pick them up. You can sell them later on. Yeah.
Keep it for now, and I think that's important. And Gary talks about this a lot. It takes longer than you think. It might have been a 6-month success for me, but my first 3 months everything was crappy. I was picking up Tiempo Genio, Fatals, Felons, Mercurial Victories. Those I was selling Nike shirts that I get for $2. I was selling it for $12.99. I was selling lollipops. I was selling this. I always have this because this reminds me of how I started. I was selling this. I buy this for $2.99. I sell it for $11.99. Like things like this. I still had to go through this. Even though you guys see like, oh, Hustle B probably didn't go that. He probably went hop in there. No, I went through that. My $100, I would buy a lot of stuff. Like I bought 30 pieces of this at one time. So I had to go through that. I bought Nike socks. I bought socks. I bought shin guards. I bought baseball gloves. I still even have the Ross Nike ball pumps. I still have them. I sold swimming goggles. So those are the things that is gonna build you up, and that's why it's so important to sell of your stuff. Because I was selling my old, dress shirts for like $5 plus shipping and those things. And when you actually sell something that's really a good deal, then feedback's gonna come in. So that's one thing, stay on the fast moving items and quick to build up your thing, and also be timely when shipping. Your new seller, over deliver.
Yeah.
Like I have 1 day handling time on my store right now. I ship the same day. Usually me and my wife usually go out like 4:30 or 5, to just go out. Anything that's sold that day, we actually ship it out that day, and everything sold overnight, we ship it that morning. So I make 2 trips to the post office. So those are the things that you can control, right?
Yeah.
I always talk about control the controllables. Those are the things that you can control. And as a new seller, and this is where you're gonna learn, over deliver. When you over deliver, you bring more value to the customer, and the customer's eventually gonna, follow your store. Is gonna be a repeat customer, and just so many upside when you over deliver and perform at a higher level, especially when you're starting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like super good advice. Over deliver, be consistent, start going and finding some of those low end finds that you're be able to flip, build up the feedback. Then you can jump back into the shoes and build that up. So that's probably your next best steps. If you do get some, trademark violation, just lay low and get some of those other fines in there. But if it comes down to it, Hustlebee will call Corey himself. Like, yo, Corey, why are my homies getting this trademark violation?
And be like, who is this?
Who is this?
When something happens, guys, just post it on Instagram, because Corey's probably following you.
Corey. Yeah, we have to find out who this Corey dude is. We have to get him on the interview, ask him to see what's up. But I go back because we did get a question. Let me see. Alba says, when you guys go to Ross and they do ever ask if you are resellers, and if they do they kick you out for that?
I don't think they ask me anymore, because they see me 5 times a week.
They're like, oh, here's this guy again.
It's either they think I'm a reseller 100%, or they think I'm a shopaholic. Those 2 categories, that's where we're gonna fall. That's it. So I leave it to them. I probably got asked 3 to 5 times, and I said, yeah, I keep some, and then I sell some to get my pair free. That's what I usually tell them.
Oh man, but the thing is though, like Ross, they're pretty cool about it, more or less. I haven't had any problems. Burlington, like that. The what was it? Maybe like 2 months ago. If you go back to the channel, Burlington, where I had like 24 pair fined or whatever. So that case, I went out with a cart just full of all these cleats, and they didn't look like they were like gonna question me, or they were mad like, hey, why are you getting all these cleats? They looked a little bit more annoyed at the fact that they had to like take off the censor of every single cleat.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I think they forget the fact that you're gonna resell, and they just get annoyed that they had to do more job.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, this dude had to bring up all these cleats. Now I gotta take off all these sensors and ring this dude up. So they look more annoyed from that than I guess asking me about reselling. But but Nike Outlet though, that's like a totally different story. They have weird limits. It almost seems like per store or per manager. I don't know what's going on with Nike Outlet or what. They're kind of, because like some managers are cool, and then some managers are just like, they're just totally against the reselling. So I have no clue when it comes to that. Burlington, they don't really give me any issues. Ross has been cool, mostly because some people ended up seeing the channel that work there, and then they just end up just like being friends now. And then Marshall's, I don't know, like maybe because I haven't really gotten like a lot of like huge Marshall's hauls, but it seems like a lot of the times, a lot of the workers don't really know what's going on with like their own products sometimes. Like Marshall's They're like, where did these cleats come from? I never saw these before.
Yeah, they do that all the time. It's like, oh, this is such a good deal. I need to buy my grandson this. I'm like, oh no, oh crap.
You're like, oh, just great. Now they're gonna start sourcing. So yeah, that was like a totally different thing, I guess with Marshalls, but you will find out Nike Outlet different rules and stuff, I think, on the next episode.
I got a funny story.
All right, go ahead.
So at first, right? So reselling has been a lot of drive-through junk food and everything like that. So obviously I gained weight. At first, when I started, everybody is like, "Oh, you play soccer?" Said, "Yeah, I do that." I nod, "Yeah." And then this guy, when I bought all this golf shoes, like, "Oh, you're a golfer?" Said, "Yeah, yeah." So now recently, I haul all this stuff. Everybody tells me like, "Oh, soccer cleats. That's nice. Are you a coach?" I'm like, why? Because I'm fatter now or something? Nobody can see me play anymore, right? I'm like, oh, do you have a team? Are you a coach? Dude, I know this is so bad. I just laugh. And people are like, why are you laughing? I was like, no. I said, I'm really too young to be a coach. That's what I keep telling them.
That's hilarious. Are you a coach? You don't play, do you?
Yeah. You don't like you have a player's body or something like that.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh man.
Pino probably thinks that everybody thinks Pino's the owner, the team owner or something.
That's funny. You got like a full team? Like, yeah, man, I'm late to practice.
Oh, what? You're the coach? They're always gonna rub it in.
Yeah.
Where's your whistle?
Yeah, like, yeah, can you just like ring up all this stuff for me real quick? I'm late to practice.
Oh, you play?
Oh, you play too? I don't think you play.
Yeah, I really don't think you play. I'm calling your bluff.
Yeah, that's funny. Let me go back in here. Someone in the chat says something about underwear, selling underwear.
Yeah, you do it. You sell them.
Yeah, I've sold them. Let me see. I got the Ethica and Stance underwear. There we go. And Spider underwear. Now the Spider underwear, I have seen it at Ross. I didn't pick it up. I didn't really see like a lot of completed listings. They might be worth picking up. The Ethica ones, I've sold a couple of them. Like they're like $4.99. They sell for like 15 to 18. I mean, you are gonna make your some money from it. But actually, someone bought two and they haven't paid yet. So that one is up in the open. But Stance, have you sold Stance socks?
No.
Or no?
Just Nike socks because I get them like really cheap on clearance. I get them like $2.
Okay. Yeah, you can do good on some of the Stance socks. I have sold some on FBA, but I haven't done it for eBay recently. Let me see. It's funny when you see something stolen or missing and Ross prices each item individually.
Yeah, true that. Some of the goalkeeper gloves, they actually swap them out. Like the Nike ones are gone and then they just put like a random thing there. So a lot of the soccer balls, because people like switch the boxes. Now some of the Rosses actually tape them.
Oh man, it's getting out of control now. I actually saw some like Messi 16.1s that were there. It's like I've never seen them before, and I was like, these are kind of older. I was like, why are these here? And I looked, and like the bottoms were like so jacked up that someone just returned them, but they were like super used. Like
somebody probably came from soccer practice and switched shoes real quick in store.
Oh man, in store action. I was like, what? And I look, and like the insole was already like faded out. Like I was like, how did they even take this return? Like this is ridiculous. Pretty much do whatever you want then if you're taking whatever things back to Ross. That's kind of funny. Let me see. Yeah, you got to go with a jersey and wear a whistle when you go source.
Yeah, that's probably more believable.
Yeah, you got to wear like those short soccer shorts.
No, I don't want to get caught. Probably see Glenn in the back videotaping me.
That's hilarious. Oh man, you get so many Stance socks, Curry ones too. Yeah. Do you use immediate payment when required for your listings? I do. buy it now, best offer. Of course, once you buy it now, you do get like immediate payment. If you do get like a best offer, I just make sure it's someone that I think is gonna pay and they have like good feedback, but they don't always pay right away. It might take a little bit of time. Next thing you know, you're opening a case, but immediate payment, I do it. That's like the best thing you can get. Let me see. I do not have immediate payment set, but I never have a problem with it. Most people pay. If not, I just relist. So yeah, some people do, some people don't. I like to do immediate payment. What do you do, Ken? You do the same thing, right?
Yeah. So the thing that I do is something that I think I shared before. But so if somebody offers me like $60 for an item, and I'm willing to take $60, I don't accept it. What I usually do, I counter offer, and I give them the same exact amount. I counter offer $60, and I put in the message, only accept. I'm glad to accept your offer, but only accept this offer if you're gonna pay immediately.
Okay, there we go.
That actually lessens because people because I got a couple people that I still do it accidentally. I just accept it because I get excited, and then I get a message like, "Hey, will you hold this till next week?"
Oh yeah.
You got those.
Funny. Yeah, I always get those.
Yeah. So that's that's the hack that I did. I counter offer the same exact amount. If they're really willing to pay, it's so easy. Accept offer and then pay. So that actually lessens my non-payment.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a good tip in there. Mr. Javapino, reef sandals, and then DJ says the what is the other one? Keen sandals. Some people told me about sandals, and then I just like totally forgot. And I was like, I started to look, and then I was like, started to look for them, and then I just got like distracted from like other stuff, and then I never got back into it. But people did tell me though that both of those brands were selling pretty good. But now that it's gonna be winter, we're probably gonna see less and less. What's going on in the chat with panties? It's gonna be less and less for sandals at Ross.
Because you sell underwear, boxers. Carlos gonna say, time to get my panty game up.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Let me see. Let me go back up. Man, where am I? Let's see. Oh yeah, Reef Teva. I don't know how to say it. I find a lot of those sourcing my time at thrift stores. They ask when I walk out empty-handed. You didn't find anything? That's pretty funny.
You didn't find anything.
And DJ, he's like, that's hilarious. That's some pretty good advice. Going, what is Chico's a Victoria's Secret one-day sale? Stock up on them thongs. That's hilarious. Yeah, there you go.
The Nike of panties.
Yeah. Yep. And pink. And also in the thrift stores, you can get those like pink little dogs, and people buy those too. I don't know what's going on. And one other thing I wanted to talk about was oh yeah, so on the show, on our Out Hustled, one of the reasons why I also liked doing this was it also showed that, hey, like I'm human too, because I get emails from people and they get like, hey Glenn, I went to Ross today, I didn't find anything. What am I doing wrong? What's going on? How come I didn't find stuff? And the good thing was about doing the show or Out Hustle is the fact that there's a lot of times where you're not going to find anything. Like the time that you went, like you're only going to a certain store in a certain point in time. So like right after you leave, who knows? Maybe Bob from the back bust out with like a whole bunch of cleats right when you left.
I probably was there an hour earlier before you.
Yeah, like who knows that too? Like maybe Ken was there right before you went, and then next thing you know, like things are gone.
It's dry here in my city. Oh, I was there in your city yesterday.
Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, that could happen. Also, of course, it's competition, but if you're going to like one side of town and then you don't go to the other one, I mean, who knows? Maybe that day they just unboxed Mercurial Vapors on the west side of town, and you were on the east side.
That happened to you guys. Remember when you guys went to Dallas, and this guy was like bringing out all these boxes from the back?
Oh yeah. So when we went to Dallas, that's what we talked about last time, where the guy was like super cool at Marshall's, And he was like, "Oh, you like the $20 price, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love $20 price." And he's like, "Let me see if I have any more of them." And he like started bringing them out. But if you were in that same, Dallas area and you went to that Marshalls the day before, that's it. Like that was your one chance just because you didn't go the day after. I mean, it's just, you never know what's going to happen, but just showing everybody else too, we have a lot of you might have a bad day, bad store. That's just like part of the game. So nothing's wrong with you unless you just only go to one store a week. Then yeah, don't expect to find a lot of stuff. You're just going to one store a week.
I think it's like 30%. I think I only find stuff in a 30% stores I go to. So like like probably today I went to 12 stores and I only found under 10 items today.
Yeah, so it happens. But I think the good thing is like right now we're getting into October, November, December, where Ross, Burlington, they're going to start. I mean, you're going to see trucks and also people just having like brand new inventory like every other day. Like the last, I don't know how many years that I've been doing it, crazy amount of items during like Ross, Burlington, and Marshalls during this time because they have to keep up with inventory. It's always packed. Everybody's trying to get, like a good amount of items for Christmas. And especially during the weekends, they're done. Like they have to restock during the week. Saturdays and Sundays, these stores are like deflated. There's nothing, it's crazy, but it's like the best time of the year to stock up and to sell because you're going to get way more sales during this time. So be prepared for that and try to go as many times as possible. Someone had a question on Griffey hats.
Yeah, he has Griffey hats. That's crazy. I'll buy them from me, DJ.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, DJ says he has Ken Griffey hats. Are they selling? So Jeff actually sold one for 50. I sold one 2 days ago, I think for 40 or 45, I think.
Yeah, Jeff, for hacks, I got you.
Yeah, I got a best offer. I had it for $50, and then someone offered me 25. I was like, "There's no way." And then someone like 2 days later, I think 45. I think might have been 40 or 45, and I was like, "All right, cool." But I have like the rest of them in there. There you can see they're in the back. Can you see?
I haven't found it, man. I haven't found.
Yeah, I haven't even seen them anymore. I think that was the only time. Now they're gone. What about Uno cards? Anybody in the live chat? Have you found any Uno cards? Let me know.
Dude, I really think I saw it at Burlington. I found 2 of them like 2 months ago, and I keep asking my wife, like, should we buy this? And they were like, how much were they? $10? I believe they were $10. And I passed on them because I couldn't see any. I only saw a few of them. And I wasn't even thinking about fourth quarter and everything like that. I should have picked them up. It was those Uno cards. It was the giant Uno cards. That's all I knew. And now I'm regretting it. Now every time I go, I'm always checking.
Yeah, that one's like a completely random find with those giant Uno cards. And someone else on here, the basketball hats are starting to hit Ross and TJ Maxx. Yeah, I've started to notice a lot of. That's just because of course, the new Nike stuff. Since now they're going to do all of the NBA stuff. Now you're going to see not only the jerseys, a lot of the hats. One of the good thing you brought that up because I wanted to talk to Ken about it and also everybody in the live chat. But okay, so Nike jerseys, they're going to come out. If you saw what happened, I guess they unraveled these new Nike jerseys. And so now on the bottom of the tag, they have something where you can like scan it with your phone to go into the Nike app to see what's going on with that certain player that like you're wearing.
Does it go to their stats or like their current stats or something like that? Or news about them?
Yeah, well, when they showed it, it showed like their example, I think, was like Kevin Durant. So like someone was wearing the jersey, they scanned it with their phone, it took them through to like a new like jersey type of Nike app, and then it opens the app and it tells you like their Twitter feed, their stats, if they're playing tonight, like random stuff.
Instagram, like their like a Instagram ID or something like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I wonder how much they would be, but I'm so cheapskate. I'll probably wait till they hit Ross next year.
yeah. So my thing is like, I wonder what. Obviously, they did this also because, of course, Nike wants to do new things and innovate. But like the first thing I thought of was counterfeiters.
Mhm.
Like, so if you meet up someone in Craigslist and you're like, "Yo, dog, let me scan this tag real quick to make sure it takes me to my player's app," and then there's like nothing happens, you're gonna be like, "Well, this is a fake jersey."
When you
So I
scan
think,
it, when you scan it, it's a player in like it's an international player like a Kristaps Porzingis from Kazakhstan or something like that, or from Lithuania, and like the team is white. I don't know if they can copy that, but the scary part is if they can copy it, it's game over.
yeah, I don't know how they're gonna be able to copy that because it's going through like Nike's app. So like
Mhm.
they would have to have some type of like developer figure that out on like how it's gonna take you to Nike's app. So
Mhm.
I have no clue like what's gonna happen with that. But if it eliminates fake jerseys and counterfeit, I'm all for it because Amazon and eBay is just loaded with these fake jerseys, and they're getting better and better. Like the quality is getting better, especially like 10 years ago. You'd wash it like one time and it's already like falling apart.
Right, right.
So they have gotten better at that, but yeah, I'm super pumped to see what happens with the jerseys. And let me see. DJ says, have you been seeing the Adidas jackets and tees that have been coming in? And then now that Adidas is number 2 over Jordan now, which I know Complex Kicks and like Nice Kicks, they were
Yeah,
like covering that a lot. Like
they're
um,
hype beasts.
they're hype beasts that, yeah, like
They want
Adidas,
easy stuff to be up
yeah,
there.
yeah, Adidas, Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman and all this stuff. And I mean, I have nothing against like any of the Adidas stuff. My only thing is, I don't know, like Jordan. I think that Jordan stuff, they really kind of messed up their own stuff by having a lot of just nonstop general releases, like 100 different colorways, like colorways that don't even matter, colorways that people aren't even buying, and
Right.
it just kind of got ridiculous. They just brought out too many of them, and I was like, come on, man, like. I mean, there was stuff on there. I was like, "There's no way I would like
Yeah,
I would want to
right.
buy this."
Yeah, like those Pantone lows, like sky blue and stuff like that. It was, like they did so many low versions, and I don't know. And here's the thing: it's a lot of it is just this business decision on their part. You know, what if they say like, what if we sell more, we'll make more money? You know, and the thing is, they increased their price too. So that was the crazy part. They increased their price, and they increased the production number, and they did it on the time when Adidas is trying to grab the market. So it's either we're gonna regret it 20 or 30 years from now that we didn't collect on this shoe. You know, like before, right?
Yeah,
My dad walked in a Nike store and bought Jordan 13s. You know,
yeah,
that was back in '98. He walked in, bought one, and he walked out. So will that be the case 20 years from now? Since 10, 15-year-old shoe will be are gonna be, definitely you're gonna have some nostalgia. Is nostalgia even gonna be a thing 20 years from now? Where
yeah.
people are
Because
gonna
they're all mass produced, so at this point, it's not even tough to get like any pair you want.
yeah,
Like the Bread 13s just came out like 4 years ago, maybe
yeah.
like 4 or 5, and then they came out again. Like,
20 they came out 20, I believe 2012. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I mean, I was like, come on, man! Like they're coming out again. So I think they just kind of ruined themselves. Adidas, though, I mean, having Kanye and with the Yeezy stuff, I mean, they just took full advantage, which was super smart on their part. And all that stuff is just like easy sales for them. And then Ultra Boost, of course, did super well for them too. It's still doing good for them. NMDs, and I mean, all that's doing really, really good. That's good for them to build that up. But Jordan just kind of messed up their own stuff. Nike, though, on the other hand, they're capitalizing on Off-White, all this stuff
yeah,
that's like all hyped
I
up right
I
now. So
really
they're
think
making a
they're coming
killing.
back. I think they're coming back with a punch with their collab with COS, Off White. They're doing
Vapor
a lot
Max.
of collab. Yeah, the Vapor Max is amazing. I don't think everybody realizes it yet. Uh, but their collab with the round two, their collab with this people I think is gonna be amazing. Because I think they're doing more collab with creators, and that's what I like with what they're doing right now.
Yeah. And with Adidas though, what's kind of tough is that, like, I mean, Harden hasn't been doing too bad. Yeah. Not great, but I don't think
he's not that kind of character. He's not that character. He's not a Kobe kind of character. He's not a Jordan kind of character. And I don't know. I don't think anybody is that kind of a caliber. Like Vince Carter was great when he was in there. When they pushed VC.
Shocks.
Who else do you think?
Well, that's the thing though. Is like I don't think. I mean, I was gonna just say that like Harden stuff. I mean, hasn't been doing that great, but it hasn't been doing bad. Like bad to where like Curry's Under Armour stuff. Like that stuff has just gone down. Like no one cares about that right now. So the Harden stuff is okay. The D Rose stuff has gone down a lot. Has to be a combination of like, I mean, there's just some whack colorways out there, but a combination of like him also not really doing that good right now too. He's also just slumped since his like MVP year. All that stuff has kind of like gone down. He's been getting hurt. So that kind of has gone back. But Nike has also kind of gone down too from Kobe, because when Kobe left, I mean, Kobe AD is a garbage model. Yeah, like, I love Kobe, but that shoe sucks.
Yeah, dude, I fitted that Kobe. It was like, it was stepping on a flat concrete. It was so hard. And coming from like, a Kobe 9 with all those Kobe 7, 8, 9, all those cushioning, and then they came to 10. And then the AD is just crap. Super crap. And now I'm thinking like the new LeBron shoes, I'm very interested, because when I play, I need a lot of cushion. So I think they're bringing back the full Zoom Air on the bottom. So I'm interested on seeing the new one.
Yeah.
LeBron coming. So I guess that's LeBron is their banner. And with LeBron switching teams, I think that hurt Nike's thing too. You create more haters on him.
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, totally agree. I know we got like super off topic, but Efren, shout out from Dallas. What's up? Yes, Chicos in El Paso. Shout out from to Chicos, and Bay found the Thrasher jacket. We talked about that earlier. That's a pretty sick find. Lafayette says picked up the Ultra Boost at Marshall's. So at least the people that I've seen that picked them up, they did get like a big size, like a size 15. I've sold a size 15. Yeah. And you'll have no problem with getting buyers. I think they were what, $39.99 or something like that?
Yeah, $39.99.
Yeah. So if you're at Marshall's, try to look out for that kind of stuff too. DJ says, what about Fire Guest and Tommy jackets at Ross? Didn't you say that someone had sold like a Tommy jacket from Burlington or something?
From Marshall's. That was Chris, 10K on the Bay.
Oh, okay.
I think he got it for 60, and I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, sold it around 120.
Okay.
So there was money to be made there.
Yeah, so some of that stuff is out there too. DJ Fry, what's up? Orlando. Man, a lot of people from Orlando in here. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to Orlando then.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. We'll rate Orlando, Miami, and Tampa.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have to wait a little while though. How's the weather though over there? Because everyone's kind of like still a little iffy about it. So, and yeah, Rhino, yeah, they sell Ultra Boost at Marshalls. Yeah, Marshalls have started to get them.
They're not the popular Ultra Boost. I think they're different models. They're like, I think they're the Ultra Boost SL, something like that.
Yeah.
They're not the ones they're not the popular Ultra Boost.
But I think
still fetch for money.
Oh yeah, they're still selling pretty good for sure. And let me see. Let me go back up.
Yeah, let's rate Jacksonville too. That's where Pino's from.
Jacksonville. Yeah, we go there. And oh man, Tempo Legend. He's a Tempo Legend. Goodbye.
Yep, Tempo Legends. Yes.
Is there good money for selling the Kobe 11s on Mercurial colorway? Yes, if they're a good color. I mean, a good price. Sorry.
Frankie said, "How come marshals in Chicago never have top-end cleats? Maybe you went there after I just raided Chicago."
And what about? Well, also depends. I think what area you're in, because in Chicago, there's probably like, I mean, there's different ones you could probably be going to. I mean, who knows what they even had before? Because on Instagram, I see people find some crazy stuff.
Stay away from me. Tina said that.
Yeah. What's up? Do you have any of the Cowboys Witten jerseys? No, those boys are gone. The Witten jerseys and the Des Bryant jerseys are gone. Even though Witten was the only player that showed up on Sunday for the Cowboys.
Yeah, they got whooped.
Yeah, so I can understand why you'd want the Witten one, but no one else.
Don't come to Pittsburgh, huh? Yeah,
Don't
Pittsburgh,
come to Pittsburgh
was nice, bro. Pittsburgh was nice.
How far are you from Pittsburgh?
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. It's crazy. We'll stay away. Everyone's now saying more of the stay away from our city more than welcoming us in.
First they don't want to do a meetup. Now they want to do a stay away.
Also, don't come to NYC. Yeah, there you go.
I think we shot ourselves in the foot, Glenn.
Yeah. Yeah. And my friend's like a huge Broncos fan, so he was riled up. Cowboys lost. Well, you're actually they're in Denver, Mike. So that's kind of crazy. You were the opposite. You were going for the Cowboys, but you live in Denver. 49ers jersey for $4.99. Yes, Frankie, pick them up. Someone might pick up Colin Kaepernick, and if they do, I can see his jerseys going down because they want to pick up his new team. And we talked about Ken lives in Ohio, so Bengals, if they do pick up Kaepernick for some whatever reason, because I know right now Dalton's like struggling, but their whole team is struggling, right? Like you can't just say because of them.
They need to get Kaepernick and make him a coach. The Bengals coach sucks.
Well, they need to. Somebody needs to get him. Period. I think he can definitely bring value to somebody's team, but it just hasn't happened yet. So definitely pick it up still. Notice that Ross started carrying the Nike USA jerseys for $30 instead of $17.99, or the opposite, because I've seen them for like cheaper now.
It depends. My area, it's $30. I haven't seen it more than that. Like all the soccer jerseys are like $39, $29, $39. So I haven't really even picked up anything like that.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, Ross is just so random with their prices.
Fados, that's Carlos's favorite shoe to sell.
Yeah.
That's follow relentless.resell. He has a lot of Fados. So does Glenn. Back
yeah, don't look at him.
Glenn even wrapped them, ready to throw them in a trash can.
Yeah, don't pick up the Fatals. They're gonna sit here for a while. Hamilton B artsad.com. I haven't heard of the site. I've been to it. I haven't looked into it. But you can do that, or you can do the Etsy and Printful integration. I just signed up for that. I'm just starting to try to sign up or try to sell some stuff. I got one shirt live, try to test it out, and then I can get some more. But if you want to pick that up, try to do that. You can try to get through Etsy. And
somebody said a good place to source would be Cincinnati and El Paso. That would be good. I dare you guys to source in my city. I think you guys would cry. If you are from a big city and you come to our city, I think you guys would cry. How many marshals do you have, Glenn? Tell them.
We have 3 whole huge marshals.
How many Ross I have? 0. I have 0 Ross in my city.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. You don't even have Ross.
How far do I have to go to get to the nearest Ross? 2 hours. Louisville and Indianapolis. And both cities only have 3 Rosses.
Oh man, yeah, we only have 2 Burlingtons here, so.
But I got a lot of Burlington. not a lot for my city, like 5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been, yeah, it's been crazy like in our stuff because we don't, I mean, I just like, we have a small amount of stores. I mean, I try to just make the best of it. But if you come from a bigger city, like we said, like if you came from Houston, Houston has like so many stores, 30 stores in one day with us going there. We don't even have 30 stores like in our regular cities. So let me go back up. Are you guys still selling the Nike Tempo in baby blue? Remember those?
Yeah, we're holding the price on those. It's flooded right now. People have been selling them for like $60. I know I've sold them for when I first picked them up, I sold them for 120 until everybody undercut them. So I'm cool with that. They can get their quick buck. So really, we're just holding me. I think. Are you holding them too, Glenn? Right?
I don't even think I think I might have one left, and it's like a huge size.
Oh, you didn't get much, didn't you? How many did you get?
I think I only got 3 pairs, I think.
Oh, because like I went to a store and I had like 8 pairs.
Oh yeah, you got way more than I did. I didn't get a lot of those. But yeah, your best bet is try to hold out until people start selling.
99 is a good price.
Yeah. Let me see. DJ says, yes, it was me that someone emailed me that they found the Levi's and Supreme. It's like a jean jacket, and the inside it has like cheetah print. And I don't know if anybody else has ever found one. If you can look in the jackets, I haven't found one, so I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I think it might have just been like a once in a lifetime find. So, and there you go. Some people have them. If you want to sell some of those to other people, you still have them. $99 for those cleats. And I think that's it. Unless anybody has last minute questions, everyone's been kind of holding out for a good while. It's been up and down like 70 to 100 watchers. So 85 have been pretty consistent. Any last questions, we'll answer them. Glenn, what is the best city you've sourced at other than Houston? That's a good question. Well, Dallas is really, really good. I've been to Phoenix, which that one was kind of tough, mostly because I went for like a meetup, so I really didn't get to do a lot of sourcing. But Jeff is over there in Phoenix. I haven't done any sourcing in like California. Albuquerque was cool for like thrifting finds, but not really for Ross finds.
I mean, I guess it's not really based on a city. You think it's based probably on the kind of inventory they have.
Yeah, and kind of like we talked about last time before.
Like, yeah, I love my city sometimes. You know, I hate my city this week. I haven't found anything. So, but sometimes I just get like a full-size run or something. Then I love my city. It's the best city to source. Next week, it's the worst. So honestly, yes, bigger city will get more because they have bigger stores. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be proportionate because of the amount of people.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. That's a good point. Raj, why are the Dolphins trash? They actually won. We beat a crappy team barely about the Chargers, and we're playing another crappy team, the Jets. So I'm ready for that. Gary crappy.
Gary's going down.
Yeah. And the next one, where am I? Best days to go to Ross on the weekdays. Try to go Tuesday through Thursday. Probably better days. When you hit up on email, yeah, for sure. I'll let you know, Mike, when I go over there. I'll answer the email on what's going on. Have you sold any track shoes or Sanuks? Sorry if I said it wrong. Track shoes, I haven't.
I've sold a lot of track shoes. You gotta look for certain. It's very based on colorway.
Yeah. Mr. Apapino, go on Tuesday and bring your mom.
Oh yeah. I know. Unfortunately, I don't know anybody that's that has that seniors discount.
Yeah, 55 and over on Tuesdays, you get that discount. Yeah, so he wasn't just trying to talk trash about anybody's mom. And Out Hustled episode 3 comes out on Monday, and then it's going to be the following Monday after that. So only on Mondays is when we'll get those shows. Let me see. And anyone in here do FanDuel or DraftKings? That's kind of interesting too with the fantasy stuff. I actually didn't even get to do any fantasy stuff this year.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh, we should have got one like a reseller fan. I told Carlos about that, and we were too late.
Yeah. Next time, yeah, we'll have to do something.
Yeah, definitely. We have to do one for 2018. Definitely. I'm 2-0. I got Brady.
This guy.
He killed it yesterday. He killed it yesterday. I mean, last game, but the first week, I almost had a heart attack. I won by 5 points.
Oh man! And when's the next live stream? That'll be on Wednesday. Jeff, how many pairs did you end up with after the first day? That's a good question. I think you'll see it in the beginning of the next one of how many we have. I think. I don't know. I think the first day. Man, I'm trying to think.
It's like 30 pairs, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it had to have been between like 25 and 30 pairs.
Yeah, under 30. Under 30 for sure.
It was under 30? I thought yeah, maybe 20 to 30. I don't know. It wasn't a lot. For sure it was nowhere near 40 to 50.
Yeah, it was the slowest day.
Yeah.
It was the slowest day out of the three.
Yeah. Mr. Havapino, did you guys fight over anything?
We flip a coin.
Yeah, we flipped a coin at the very end on like certain ones that were only like one-offs. And are you guys scared of insects getting into the shoe boxes? Yeah, there we go.
I don't think about stuff.
Well, not really with that, but on FBA, like I would just saran wrap it because I've had some people that they would ship it off to Amazon and then it would finally get there and then it got dirty because of that little opening in the box. And like it happens. So I like to just saran wrap it. Hey, you know what? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, so I was gonna give this away. Hustler Hacks. Yeah, I was gonna give this away way earlier, and now that this live show thing is ending and people already left, they're probably gonna be pissed. But I was gonna give this away. Hustler Hacks bag. You get all the other stuff in here. You get the towel, you get the cleaner, and you get the lanyards. Where are they?
Oh yeah, for all the 70 people that are staying.
Yeah.
Carlos already left. He didn't get anything.
Yeah, you get the lanyards. And if you have this lanyard on your keys, when you go sourcing, it gives you these like superhuman powers to like find stuff. So
doesn't it beep too? It beeps when you find high-end stuff, right?
Yeah, it gives you like ultra vision to find stuff. So you get all this stuff. All you gotta do.
You gotta wear it around your neck. So that's the challenge.
Yeah, it's a small lanyard. All right, all you gotta do is answer this one question in the live chat. Episode number 1. What was the very first find that we got?
Oh no, I don't even know.
Whoever answers it first, you get it. I'll ship it to you. Free stuff. What was our very first find? Because that find, it was actually, here's a clue. It was $9.99 and I sold it for $99.99 last week.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why did I get that? Oh, I know what it is now.
No, not fatals, not vapors, not monarchs. No vapors. No.
No. Oh,
vapors.
I know. Dude, I'm so mad that you got that too.
Kaepernick, no.
I'm so glad. I'm so mad that you got that. I remember we flipped a coin on that one.
Yeah. So DJ, it was a JJ Watt jersey.
Yeah.
It was $9.99. DJ Brightlight said it. Okay. Yeah. Watt. And that's exactly what it was. I sold it last week for $99.99 and positive feedback. So that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw that you sold it. I was like, man, I was the one who found it.
Oh, I know. Ken's the one who found it too. Oh man, that's funny. So DJ, yeah, email me. Or I can email you something. So I can ship this out to you tomorrow. But I'm gonna be having, let's try to give away maybe we can do some other giveaways every single show.
I'll do a giveaway next week. I'll figure out a giveaway next week.
Okay, yeah, we'll give away more of those. More of those bags.
We do a lot more giveaways. This is fun.
You know what? And part of the giveaways, I'm gonna try to sneak in some gift cards, like maybe randomly Ross gift card, Marshall's gift card, something. We'll sneak it in there, so you guys can get some random stuff.
Yeah,
but
we'll for everybody that's here, we'll come back next time. Size 13. So I'm even thinking about maybe doing a shoe giveaway.
Oh man, shoes? Giving away shoes.
Giveaway by Hustlebee. We're gonna give them some hustle shoes.
Dang, we're gonna be giving away some fatals.
Some sharks.
Some vapor sharks.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely there will be higher ticket items. So let's do this. Next week I'm gonna give away a shoe.
Okay. All right, you heard it here first. Next live hangout, Hustlebee is gonna be giving away shoes, not Air Monarchs.
Yep. But if I'm gonna give out Air Monarchs, they're the limited edition, so they're gonna be worth a lot still.
There you go. All right. So I'll send those to you. DJ, I know you have my email, I think, or at least you can contact me through the site. I'll give it away. There we go. Jeff thought it was funny, Vapor Sharks. And Casey, give away one shoe. So next week we'll have a giveaway.
The right pair. And then the next week will be the left pair.
No, we won't. Yeah, Hustlebee won't do it.
Yeah, we're not that cheapo, guys. We're not that cheapo. Come on.
Hustlebee won't do you guys dirty. He'll make sure it's something good. All right. Thanks, guys, again for watching. We went super long, like 2 hours this time.
2 hours.
Didn't really mean to be that long. People probably fell asleep. I know Casey probably fell asleep. He woke up when he heard free shoes. Jeff. Shout out to Corey. Corey was the MVP of this whole thing.
Corey's the MVP, real MVP.
Yeah, Corey's a real MVP. He got Hustlebee back on Friday. Ross finds of the week.
Just another seller is still here.
So, just another seller still here. Oh man, we didn't see it. Bobby, cool. And Jasso, nice. And people are selling one shoe on eBay. That's pretty funny. Yeah, they do that. So yeah, guys. Thanks, guys, again. Ross finds of the week on Friday. We're almost there to episode 50. Once we get to episode 50, you guys know what happens after that. We have to review all of the other ones before that. So that one's going to be fun. And Out Hustled, episode number 3, will be on Monday. All right. See you guys. Ken, last words?
Opportunities are out there. So you just have to go out
and get it. See ya.